Oh, that's not like, and it's not surprising that it's a real heavy one. Because in here we have the XMG Ultra 17, which is just, it's a crazy powerful laptop. We're talking i9-10900K, RTX 2080 Super, and despite this, you know, really boring box, it's freaking awesome. So yes, let's just get right into it. As you guys might know, XMG is a German maker of Clevo notebooks. Clevos, they make stuff for everyone, so you can also probably get it from like electronics. I think Origin and Main Gear also sell Clevos, and lots of other spots as well. Wow, that's a lot of packing material in there. Even, oh wow, just the power brick is really heavy. Let's see what we have here. Oh, there's the battery. Hello. So I guess that you get, what is this? 97 watt hours in this thing right here. That would be pretty impressive. That's as large as you can put on a plane, so they don't really have a choice. But at the same time, it's gonna last, what, like 2-3 hours maybe? Then it just doesn't stand a chance. I think that's the first time I've ever had a laptop that comes without the battery in it like this. I wonder if it has 2 batteries, that'd be cool. Anyway, what it definitely has 2 of are power bricks. So here is 280 watt power brick, and there's the second one. If you had any questions that this thing is just insanely overpowered, the answer's right here. We also get a nice little, how does this even work? There we go. Just slide them in here very easily. And look, you have this nice portable, very easy on the go thing that only weighs like probably 4 pounds. Yeah. So what do we have in here? This is the worst way to do it possible. What do we have in here? I wonder if this, is this just swag because we're YouTubers, or do you just get this? So we have a hat. Should we just go full XMG for this? We also have a pair of super cool socks. I actually think I'm going to steal these. Not because they're cool, I just like them. They feel like pretty good socks. And, oh, good. And we do have the power cords here. I don't think I'm ever going to let Main Gear live it down that they forgot to include a power cord in their $10,000 desktop. There were all of those cables and accessories, but I actually don't remember seeing a power cord in here. Here we go. This is very far from a portable laptop. Hey, shut up. This is very far from a portable laptop. Oh my God. But it looks pretty cool, if I'm honest. Just first glances. Let's install the battery, I guess. It's probably a good first step. Oh, did it. That was scary. So here we are. Oh my God. I know it said it's heavy, but if you didn't know, it's quite heavy. So on this side we have, looks like a full-size SD card reader, 2 Type A's, headphone and microphone ports, not a combo. On the back, we've got Thunderbolt 3, 2 mini display ports, full-size HDMI, full-size Ethernet, and what the heck are these? I actually genuinely don't know. And then on this side, we have 2 more Type C's. These ones aren't Thunderbolt, and a full-size USB Type A, which apparently has good charging. Well, let's get into it. Unbag it. And oh, has a nice kind of like microfibery cloth for the key rest. Actually, they gave us another microfiber cloth in the thing that I forgot to mention before, and a USB drive for some reason. Anyway. Oh, okay. I was just an idiot before. I figured out what those ports are. It's power input. I have never seen a charger input that looks like this before. Weird. Well, unsurprisingly, there's just no chassis flex whatsoever. This thing is built like a brick. Yeah. And tiny bit of screen wobble, but not too bad. Anyway, let's turn it on. I'm expecting loud. Wow, that's a lot of RGB on the keyboard. Wow! Yep, it's definitely loud. And it's in German. Oh. LTTstore.com. Wait a second. Is this just a weird international keyboard thing, or is this caps lock key upside down? All right, so let's figure out what exactly we have for specs on this thing. So it looks like we have an Intel Core i9 10900K. So that's a 10 core, 20 thread CPU up to 5.3 gigahertz. We have, holy crap, we have 128 gigabytes of RAM. It looks like that we have, geez, holy crap. So we have 3 2 terabyte Samsung 970 EVOs and a 860 EVO also, that's 2 terabytes, for a total of 8 terabytes of storage. Sure. We also, of course, have a Wi-Fi 6 networking card and RTX 2080 Super. So this is way faster than my desktop, by a lot, in every single way. Actually, I guess I'd have more storage, but all of that's on hard drives. Why would you ever need 8 terabytes? I guess just because you can. This is just like, this is that laptop where you go into the configurator when you're like a kid and you're just like, ha ha ha, how do I make the fastest one? That's what, 10 grand? Whatever, cool, yay. How much does this thing actually cost? Let's figure it out. What screen do we have on this? 1080p, but 240 hertz, there we go. Okay, so it starts at 2,700 euros, but ours is going to be more than that for sure. This is probably my favorite option here. So you can go for the XMG logo on the screen, or for 28 more euros, you can remove the logo. So all in all, this cost us 5,881 euros and 87, is it cents? I don't know much about euros. All right, so in total, $7,000 of computer in front of us, which honestly, given how much storage and just craziness there is in this, I was kind of expecting it to be a bit more. Not that $7,000 is cheap. Anyway, while we wait for Doom to install, let's see, how is the keyboard? How is this keyboard? I think that it isn't just... Keyboard's good. I would classify it, I don't know, what would you say? Like a solid B territory, maybe a B+. It's definitely not an A. It's kind of, you can probably hear it a little bit. It has a bit of a rattly sound to it. Lots of travel, slightly mushy. You might be able to see it if you look in here. In a couple of spots, there's a little bit of deck flex. Not a lot, but kind of, especially right here, you can probably see it. Trackpad also seems pretty good. If you're the sort of person that likes having, you know, 2 clickety clickers, then you'll really like this. I personally don't care all that much, but you know, to each their own. So we're here in Doom and I'm expecting it to work very well. In a huge surprise to literally no one, this is awesome for gaming. This is the kind of thing where, like, if you're having trouble running a game with this computer, it's kind of just the game's fault. Like, it has an RTX 2080 Super and basically just the craziest stuff that you can get in every single regard. So yeah, we're getting what, 250 to 280 frames per second? It's pretty awesome. And like the 240 hertz display, yeah, it's just great. Oh frig, I don't have any ammo. I'm gonna die. All right, well that's enough of that. No one is surprised at all that this game's really well. But what I'm much more curious about is what's on the inside. If you haven't noticed, also, if you're looking for something that's quiet, this is not what you go for. It's really loud. Heck yes. Anyway, every other part of this video has basically just been foreplay for when we take it apart, because I imagine the cooling system in this thing is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm excited. Aha. Whoa. Huh. That's honestly not what I was expecting at all. How many heat pipes do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't tell if we have one big heat pipe going around or if it's 2. Oh, this is the LED strip. I see. So where even is all of our storage? Okay, so here's our 860, and then are all of the 970s under this right here? I think so. Yeah, and there are all of our 970s. That right there is a serious bit of change in M.2s. So I can see on the top here, 64 gigabytes of RAM, and I'm guessing that on the other side, there's 2 more SODIMM slots. I don't actually know, but that's my guess, and it's probably right. But what we really want to see is in here. Aha, oh, that screw comes out. They normally don't do that. Because we've got our MXM 2080 Super and also our full-blown Z's desktop grade Intel CPU. Now you can complain like, oh, they didn't go AMD, I want Ryzen, whatever. They do have the other one, the Apex 15. So that's the one that comes with the 16 core that we did a full-blown LTT video on. Actually, not allowed to play with fire in the office anymore after that intro. That was a lot of fun though. I understand why after that they told us not to play with fire again. Think I got all the screws? That was a lot of screws. Come on, come on. Oh, damn. Okay. If we look here, this is kind of why I was a bit confused that the heat pipes weren't quite as large as I was expecting. And that's because instead they've opted for just a big old vapor chamber that's attached to the 10 heat pipes up here. And that's how they cool the GPU. And then the CPU comes from here. They have just a big old block of aluminum that all of these 4 heat pipes go into. And yeah, it's not surprising that this thing cools well. Just like, look at just the massive fins that they have here. Like this, there's so much copper. And then everything in here can be upgraded. So we've got our CPU. So there's the 10900K with some Thermal Grizzly Cryo on top. That's a $0 option. And here is the GPU. So it's an MXM 2080 Super. You might be able to upgrade it in the future. You also probably won't be able to, but either way, that is pretty freaking awesome. It is kind of too bad that they're just like, they're only coming out with these like super small 2080s and 2070s now in the MXM form factor. So it's kind of too bad given that RTX 3000 or whatever sounds like it's coming right around the corner. I don't actually know yet, but you know, we've all read the rumors. Kind of want to make a little gaming PC with this. Kind of like a, what was that? Is it the Digital Storm Spark that was the super little guy? So anyway, this is easily one of the biggest, dumbest, but also bestest laptops that I've ever seen. It's just pure, like, straight up a desktop in sort of a laptop-ish form factor. So I hope you guys liked the video. Hit like, get subscribed, and just have a fantastic all day. I'm gonna go eat some stuff. It's gonna be great.